What's up, y'all? Of late, I've been thinking about some book series, and something that really came to my attention is that if you haven't yet, or even if you have read these books, y'all should seriously look into rereading the Fablehaven books. I know that was a while ago that these were coming out, but hot dang, I recently had the chance to look through them again, and they're better than you remember. Having experienced a lot more complex storytelling and matured in age, or I guess matured as much as I can, but having learned a lot more about writing and experienced a lot of different forms of media since I first read those books when I was a kid. I recently went through them again, and my goodness, they are great. They're better than they get credit for. I will say that I think the only lacking component of the Fablehaven books is that the first book is a little way too kid friendly, but it's understandable. The maturity of the book series racked up as the series continued and as its audience grew, which we've seen a lot in a lot of different forms of media, such as Harry Potter, The Clone Wars, Avatar, The Last Airbender, just to name a few. It's very apparent that in the later iterations and continuation of the story that as the audience grew in age, the storytelling became a lot more in-depth and a lot more mature. And I guess in some components, the lore of Fablehaven is lacking a tiny bit. There's no magic system, but when these books came out, magic systems were still quite uncommon. Same with Harry Potter. In the same sense that in Fablehaven and Harry Potter, we don't know how the magic works. It's a plot hole. And I guess there's the question of, with Fablehaven, as I reread it recently, I was thinking, where do the Blixes come from? How about the demons or the fairies? I guess the origins of these topics could be addressed a little more, but despite these small flaws, overall, these books are great. Each one improves on the other, and the last book is definitely the best book, which is very impressive. Many stories have not been able to stick the landing, and even if they do, the last book isn't the best one. It's passable, but not the best. But my goodness, Fablehaven does not disappoint. Each book improves upon the other. And they're even better on reread. That is the true measurement of if a story is good. If you can appreciate it more when you know what's going to happen and you see the foreshadowing and you better understand what's going on after you understand the twist, if the story can do that, then it is great. And the twists within Fablehaven are awesome. The truth about Gavin, the twist with the demons, all of that is great. I love the way the last book totally pulls the rug out from under you and completely changes the story from what you're expecting. You think it's going to be all of them up against the Sphinx and the Society of the Evening Star, but then lo and behold, that a twist you didn't see coming, but in hindsight should have seen it coming with the demons and the way that Seth foolishly heals that one demon, and that just flips everything on its head. And seeing them collaborating with their enemy, the Sphinx, or our main cast of characters, to fight against the demons, that was great. It's brilliant. It doesn't feel misled. Unlike Harry Potter, where all of a sudden they throw in the Deathly Hollows, even though you've been focusing on Horcruxes for gosh knows how long, and all of a sudden they're, oh wait, misdirect. Yeah, guys, the Deathly Hollows. That crap came out of left field. I mean, where in Gandalf's name did that stupid Deathly Hollows crap come from? Ugh. And as I said, the way that Fablehaven changes its direction and having them team up to fight the demons and the final battle, all of it is peak. It is great. All of it is it's got the perfect blend of serious, perfect blend of comical, great character development, great twists, incredible foreshadowing. I think the only thing that might be odd is the time travel, but it's time travel. I mean, I guess it's not totally going to make sense. What can I say? That's a very small gripe. These books are better than you remember, and I highly recommend rereading them. I don't know if Dragon Watch, if the sequel series is good. I hear very polarizing things about it, and I have yet to experience it. I might get around to it at some point, maybe, but I'm reluctant to do so. I also recommend these as audiobooks. Whoever did the production for them on Audible, they did a great job. Multiple voice actors, sound effects, all that made it all the more engaging. And yes, check these out again if you've forgotten about them. Fablehaven is better than you remember.